It started right after an explosion in front of our inn.
I'll show this, by the way.
Wow.
This is what it looks like, sort of artist render.
Right. Yes.
It was less busy, I think, but yeah.
Pretty close. And yeah, we ran out, or at least me and Andre ran out after the explosion. Looked if we could help any of the people. Well, the ones that were right in the explosion were sadly already gone. Couldn't help them, but there were one or two people more on the side that Andre could help with his medkit. Yeah, just to keep it quick, basically found out that there were some Zentarim that were killed. And we had a witness that saw someone grabbing something from a, was it a dwarf or a gnome?
No.
A gnome, from a gnome. And we also found a symbol. Was it from the god Gaunt? A innovation and tech temple.
Yep.
And we kind of, we also found a small boy who had some of the things to witness and took a ball of a necklace of fireball.
Yeah.
Still had a few charges in them, what probably caused the explosion, and we found out that a puppet-like figure caused the explosion, which brought us to the God of Gaunt because they use them for carnivals and other stuff. So we went to the temple, me as a detective, Frank Colombo, and Olivia as my lovely assistant. And I think Thalius also went along just as a visitor of the temple, who quickly got involved because he got hit in the head by a instrument, a little flying construct. And long story short, one of their puppet-like creatures, a construct called Nim, I think. Yeah, had basically built his own companion, which turned out to be not as good as him because there were some restraints built within him so that he couldn't leave the temple and couldn't really disobey all that much. But of course, because Nim built it, the other one didn't have those things. But we did get a like a radar type detector box to find the brother, as
the nimble wire detector, as you see now on your screen.
I think the only noteworthy thing is that we also visit Reynard, and they probably grabbed the stone that leads to the treasure off of the corpse of the gnome that was killed.
Right?
Yeah, right, yes.
So, and in the meantime, I think Andre went and bought a very nice bow.
I got my bow.
Yeah, you still owe me 100 gold.
Yeah.
Where rats suck it.
I mean, you can give me the bow, that's also fine. You know how that goes. If you don't pay your mortgage in time, we just impound the house, so, you know.
We'll take it up in the dark alley.
Bring a lantern.
Oh, not really, but sure. Okay. With that being said, you are now, still in the Temple of Gaunt, of course. Valletta, the High Priest, has told you that she was very interested in finding this creature back. This nimble wire detector has some properties that you can use to find the other nimble right. You just have to be in a 500 feet radius, of course, and it will start beeping. And when you're within 30 feet, it will it will be beeping the hardest. Like there's a 500 300 feet range where it starts beeping faster or with higher pitch. And if you find it or destroy it and bring the remains to the Temple of Gone to Valletta, she'll pay you handsomely, and also maybe some a magical device of your choosing, if you will, as a reward. But then with that being said, you're now, it's nearing midday on Trashek 8.
Was
No.
it 9?
Still it's not as misty here, but it's still a cloudy, rainy day in the spring of Waterdeep, very humid.
Was
And,
it day
what do you
8
wanna
or
do?
9?
It's the 8th.
Okay.
It also picked up Nim, right? The detector. So right now it would only be beeping because Nim is nearby, or does it only pick up the other one?
Yep, correct. Yeah.
Well, I think, I assume we were outside together again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
I think
Well, we need to meet up with Elias, with Andre.
we need to find Andre. That's a good point.
Find Andre. I think we probably would have.
We were meeting
I-
up
I
at
was
Renard's
heading
house, right?
towards the temple because I knew you were going there.
All right. Yeah. Okay. We'll wait a few minutes outside until Andre shows up.
Yeah,
If he's
no,
already,
you
or look,
look
if he's already there.
Guys, look! I'm
got
so
it.
excited! Look, it's so nice.
Looks nice. It looks
John
like a
creates a longbow that looks exactly the same. It actually does
Oh.
the same.
For you not, because you can cast detect magic as an hint, like, oh, it's not shiny.
so,
I can because of my thing. I can also make a +1 longbow as a
after you're done
That's a thing.
showing off the size of your bows, can we discuss how we're gonna track this thing down?
well.
Start
since it
what
had-
down?
Oh,
Right.
robot puppet?
Yeah. Construct.
Robot?
Yeah.
Alright. Construct,
it-
got that.
We
See
we,
the
we saw
carnival.
the carnival robot thing, right?
No.
Apparently, one of those things that they have here in the temple is so smart that it builds its own, and it's built a copy of himself, basically. The clerics here, or artificers here, build in safeties into those puppets, but he didn't, because he didn't know. So it's kind of been on a run of his own.
There's no way that can go wrong.
Well, we've seen what happened, so. But we have this thing, and he holds up the detector.
Oh,
This should
Alright.
point us in this direction.
I'm mostly
Still
curious.
beeping for the robot. on the
Probably
inside.
beeping towards the temple. Yeah.
When this beeps, and it's not near this temple, then we're good.
I guess so, but like
Alright.
500 feet is not that far.
Well, the obvious point of starting would be the sewer, but then our friendly detectives might run into us.
So
don't know,
what
that-
it's like 500 feet square radius. So then you have an idea of how big your search perimeter is going to be.
So,
Well-
I think I'm curious. Like,
It's a big city.
this machine he made, and it's working for someone. I'm really curious how they got it to comply with them. Maybe we can
Well-
do the same.
Maybe they
I'd
promised
sh-
him like some oil or some lubricant for its inner machinery. Who knows what a robot wants?
I mean, Nim seemed kind of jealous. Assumed this one would. I mean, it barely exists for what? A few days, few months. What was it?
Well,
So-
we might be able to convince it to work for us. I mean, she said destroy, but is that the most beneficial to us?
Are we gonna
Well,
kill
that
a
kind of
baby
depends
robot?
on.
No,
Well,
It's only a few
we
days
gonna
old.
we gonna
It-
kill the
it-
people who have a baby robot.
It's basically a
But-
killer robot because it killed several people already.
Fair enough.
Baby robot, killer robot.
Yeah, but I mean, if we could,
You want your own robot, don't you?
if we could convince it to like guard Glory, then we wouldn't have this problem anymore.
Sure, because it did such a good job at doing no damage to the place.
I mean,
Yeah, the front porch caught fire.
yeah, but just because it
And-
can do damage to the place doesn't mean it will if it works for us. I mean, that's like saying you shouldn't hire.
We have the
Let's
pearl
not get ahead of
thingies.
ourselves. We need to find him first.
Well, if we can make
Yeah.
this thing, I don't know, maybe have some sort of remote control. Maybe there's a way to control it. That way we can just use it. It's free labor.
We probably would have gotten that if it has.
Well, I don't think they would
Can't-
tell us
You
anything.
can assume
unless-
it's slave labor. Do robots
I
have
mean,
rights?
It
it's
doesn't
made
have
by a
soul,
robot,
it's
that's
not a
not gonna
slave,
make a-
It's a machine.
So
I mean, the gods wouldn't approve of us making life, so it's not alive.
You have a. No, never mind.
If it
okay, let's not go to a philosophical discussion what life is, because that's gonna go wrong.
I'm suggesting we go where we already were heading, since we know it was looking for the stone, and we know we have a few clues about where that vault could be. And any good place to start as any.
well, so there's. Might sound selfish, but can we go visit rat people we found? I'm not trying to prove Andre wrong, but I'm pretty much trying to prove Andre wrong that they're not enemies of us. I mean, he got his bow for that entire reason. I mean, the least we can do is try to prove that he was wrong.
I mean, it's a place to start, sure.
Yeah, and it's in the sewer, so you might be right. Might as well start there.
We can take it from there, I guess.
So this time, no
Sure.
shooting unprovoked, Andre.
2 crossbow bolts to the chest is not unprovoked.
What would you do if a man just showed up in your house with a longbow drawn?
You ask him.
I
right,
would
if he
shoot him,
wants-
but that still wouldn't be unprovoked.
Well,
I would then afterwards either assume the person to be dead or shoot back.
fair enough. It's not like you shot unprovoked. It's just that you provoked them to shoot at you. Sounds
Yes,
like a
They started it.
trivial difference.
No, they started it.
You entered their house, well armed.
Was it their
Sure,
house though?
these two are not
Let's swear
married.
it was their house. We were in an underground hideout. Or
I'm pretty
And then
sure.
When
again,
we were there,
in
you
the
saw-
sewers.
You saw
Owned-
clearly
owned
what
by the
like a
city.
cellotype thing going on there. Like storage boxes and stuff. It didn't look like part of the sewers at that point. It was like a small niche where you could go into and it looked like a cellar complex. You don't know what else was there because you fled pretty quickly. But otherwise, seemed pretty cellar.
Tactical control.
How about
Yeah.
this? How about I'll go in first.
So you're heading back. So for my
Yeah.
ID,
yeah, we're heading back.
I know
to,
that you were going back to the cellar, but never mind. How do you walk? It's somewhere here in the trades ward, where this. Well, nope. Sorry, it is a bit more. Probably in the south of, in the southern ward, approximation where
Um,
what? How do you walk through Waterdeep? Just can you draw it on a map for my ID?
Where are we going? in Waterdeep.
Yeah, so it's near so that complex of so where you see on the map my ping
Yeah.
going. It's in that area, so somewhere because it's below ground. But you know, there's an entrance there somewhere, and it wasn't too far.
Okay, and where are we now?
Maybe.
You're now here in the House of Inspired Hands,
Okay.
to the top left of the map.
Okay.
So it's quite a distance. So you probably
Well-
use the coach stuff like that. But I just
Yeah,
was,
we're taking a coach, so that's probably gonna take the main
Yeah.
roads.
and you're going there directly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I am gonna put the thing on as soon as we get a bit of
Yeah.
distance from the, just to see if it, by any chance, pings as we come across.
I guess you would
500 feet is a decent.
like I think you would just take that's not drawing. Freehand, like draw somewhere around
Yeah.
there,
Yes.
and then take one of the roads here, and then take a road down. Something like that.
Or maybe it does the touristy thing and drives past a field of
Oh,
trial.
is there a market at the market? Is it like full of business on the street? Then he would need to like avoid it.
I think where you drew the green line, there's like there's no road. You're going through a house.
I was doing it a
That's
bit
why
rough,
I passed
but-
the Chief Hero's Triumph, because I don't think there's a road in the other shortcut.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'm looking at what you draw here.
Like the yellow line would make more sense, especially
Depending on how busy the market is.
yes. If
Yeah.
we take a cab, people like they won't take the busy streets. They take like the fast lane.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so yellow line it is.
Three options.
I would say yellow
Yeah.
line would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, your nimble right detector doesn't do anything.
All right.
Sorry,
That was
man.
always the answer, wasn't it?
I don't know. Let's try the other route next time. See what happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then he moved.
Do all deduct your 2 silver from your nice coach ride to the center of Waterdeep. Yeah. So, long story short, you find your entry place in the sewers, and no problem whatsoever. You find your way back into the sewers where you.
Do you think they're stupid enough to try a third time to reclaim their little clubhouse?
They might, but this was like I think 2 days ago or something, so you don't know. But,
Before we start, Mage Armor. I always forget, but not now.
I'll also give. I guess I'll give it to Olivia. It gives you 1 granola bar. Should be good for another 5 days, and it gives you 5 times HP when you eat it.
Let me add it to my inventory.
yeah, with that you send down for the 3rd time in this campaign. In this sewer system.
We're really bad with letting things go. Tom.
That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, just no, nothing is here. It's totally emptied out. Actually, you see all the doors wide open, so I think a cleanup crew actually came in at some point. Yeah, you're all here in the sewers. Let's see, arriving here in this plateau without seeing anybody. The secret door is closed again. By the way, I don't want to redraw all the lines, but just assume it's closed there. Olivia's here actually. Sorry, you were already. Never mind.
I'm gonna go up to the passage where the were-rats were. And
Well, lead the way.
I'm gonna cast, like, I have my lantern on, just bright light. And I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. And turn into, like, disguise myself as best as I can, looking like one of them.
Okay. Give me a second. One thing I didn't repair was this one.
Funny how they always do that for you.
Yeah. Like, okay. Didn't
The
bother-
joy of being a DM. Like, this
No,
is not at all what I prepared for today.
Nope. No, that's great.
Well, you can always like 10, 20 rats our way. I'm sure we will run at some point.
Give me a second.
Like out of game, Stefan knows this is gonna be a shit fight because they're all pretty
Well,
much immortal.
He already put up the turn order, so you know it's not like that.
Yes, exactly.
Roll
coming for a
initiative.
Fight, so fight what it is.
Oh, you
So
want to
you-
go talk to this NPC? Just roll initiative.
So you're dressed as one of the.
Yeah, so I changed my appearance to look like a were-rat type.
Based on your previous.
Yeah,
And you enter by the same means. Do you
I'm
heal
not
or something? You just scroll in?
exactly going in. I'm just like shining the lantern to the passage so they can see there's light and shout at them. Like,
Okay, what do you shout?
hello? Is there anyone here?
And you hear feet skittering away, and one voice. Who's there?
It's Thalius. We were here
Thalius who?
before. Well, I don't think you know me, but do you mind if I come in? Please don't shoot me right away.
Are you from the Xanathar?
No, we actually are the ones who killed them here.
Okay.
I was just like one of my friends thinks you're Xanatar and he wants to. Well, he doesn't like Xanatar, so. But I think you're not part of it, so I would like to talk first before we start shooting each other.
Sure.
And as I say that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze through to get through to there.
Yeah, and you see. Actually, what you see is not a Wereat, but a Halfling.
Oh.
Um,
Like, I'm sorry. Like my appearance isn't. I just didn't wanna, scare you. This is what I thought you looked like last time we met you, and I dropped the disguise. Like 10 seconds after I entered.
okay. What do you want?
Well, we were just wondering, like, I couldn't help but notice when Are you part of the Xanatar Guilds? You're not, are you? I sort of have a bet going with that guy, and I point towards the entrance.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I sort of came to apologize, I guess. My friend,
Accept it. Bye.
Okay. Well, I was right, Andre. I walk out. Told you I was right.
Sure. And you sure he didn't lie to you?
Well, I mean, I don't think he lied. And I shout back into the corridor. Did you lie to me?
You can roll insight based on your encounter to see if. What you roll? Oh, natural 20. Give me a second because I'm not 100% sure myself.
I'm just rolling inside on whether he is actually Xanatar. It doesn't really tell me anything if he's not.
So you get like he is telling the truth in a sense, like he's Xanatar, but he's not divulging all the information that's there. They have an opening towards sewers in the cellar, so he's probably dealing with some shady stuff. But
I told you, Andre.
he's telling the truth at least that he's not part of the Xanatar Guild.
I told you, man.
Since they're so friendly, why don't you go and ask if they've seen other Xanatar people around here?
Oh, that's actually a good question. If they're not Xanatar, they'll be willing to help. And I go back in.
I'm
So,
not that stupid. All the time.
You see actually him talking to one of his friends who is actually in hybrid form of where it being, and
So-
like you again. What do you want?
One more question. we really don't like the Xanatar Guild, and we were wondering, since you sort of live down here, maybe you would know if there were any more of their hideouts around?
Look, we know they had a bit up north. There was a place. We stayed clear of it. They don't mess with us. We don't mess with them. That's the deal. We really like to keep to our own, and if you don't mind, the same goes to you. So
The way I
unless-
see it, we're doing you a favor, because we're like clearing out living space. They're not gonna come back if we kill all of
No.
them.
thanks for doing a favor, because I think this place was swarming with city guard a couple of nights ago because some person murdered 4 kids during a hole in the ground not far from here,
What?
looking for clues and evidence.
What in the world are you talking about?
I don't know, but it was busier than it had ever been before here in the sewer.
Well, okay. Well then, good day, I suppose.
Huh.
And I walk
Yeah.
back out. Well, they said there were more Xanatars up north. So.
No, well, actually, that's the for their perspective, the north thing is the place where you came from.
Okay. So I don't think they know too much.
Know where Olivia's friend leaked the brain then?
Andre really wants to test his bow, so you know.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, that's another place that we really didn't really discover, and it was supposedly a route to. I don't know where else we could look.
well, we can go to the kill some Xanatars at their fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we still assume these
let
two
me
are
get
linked,
it
right?
straight. You vote for the shoot first, ask question later approach?
Well, no. I mean, I've pretty much proven that I'm not, haven't I? I did a nice thing here.
Did you?
Yeah. This guy, and I pointed at Andre, wanted to test his bow on these people, and I went like, no, they're not our enemies.
I was this close of taking a bet with Andre if you were gonna get stabbed or not.
Oh, I didn't, so you would have lost
Point
that
of
bet.
reference. I didn't necessarily buy the bow to actually kill them. I bought the bow so I could kill them if needed.
Oh, yeah. That's why you bet against me when I said they weren't Xanatar Guild, and you said they were. Sure.
No, I said they were evil. I did not specific say they were Xanatars.
Oh, they're just evil now. So now we're killing everyone who's evil? Is that our policy? I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
that's
bad policy, though.
evil
work-
things that shoot me.
let's
Yes.
not start about the fact that you worked for a bunch of Dark Elves. Can we talk about that then if you want to kill everything that's evil?
Don't be a racist. You don't know they're evil.
Well, I
Exactly.
mean, pretty much all Drow are evil, right?
Who has the highest perception, by the way, from you 4 of you? Andre?
Or
15?
Passive perception is
15.
15.
So people with 15, the Weread comes. There's a Weread head coming out of the thing next to you. Like, guys, we can actually hear you. We're not evil. Just let us go. Please go away.
Huh. See?
Let's go, man.
What do you mean, see? They're not evil.
You're discussing this right out of their out of sight of their.
It's like, Olivia just like,
Noise carries in these sewers, but sure.
So... Ah, damn, I should have bet something. You're never gonna pay me, are you?
I am a man of my word. I will get you your 100 gold.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Not what we bet, but fair enough. We're gonna
We,
start
Did not make
walking.
a bet.
can you you act like a married couple. Can we take it elsewhere, please?
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to
we're
prove a
walking
point.
and talking.
And I'm
Yeah,
quite
well,
surprised that Miss Goody Two Shoot is annoyed that I wanted to prove people weren't worth killing.
No, I'm annoyed that you're yelling in a damn sewer that is screwing with senators.
No, all the Xanatars are dead. We pretty much confirmed that the red people aren't Xanatars.
You hear from the
Oh, maybe
far
you should
back, you
yell
hear,
some
"No,
more.
Senator!
Let's see if they're all dead.
You're not Senator!" Ah.
Interim.
Anyway, yeah. So you
Alright.
find your way back to the escape hatch, back to one of the warehouses in the alley warehouses, and the lid opens, and you're back in the hustle and bustle of now more evening filled. It's going to the sun's going to set in a couple of minutes, in the end of the hour. And,
So, tomorrow morning, Veld.
Well, sure. I mean,
You have your match at the start of the end of the day when you're fighting in the pit.
that's a good question.
Right. Was tomorrow? Was it tomorrow?
tomorrow, yeah.
That's tomorrow. I don't. DM.
I probably wouldn't remember, but
Sean would probably remember, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm assuming
I
it's a
would
little
remind
later in the
you.
day and not in the morning, but I don't know.
So you're going back to Trollska Alley?
Yeah.
Or I mean, yeah,
Um,
Trollska Alley to the Glory of the North.
If you're going to the Glory, I probably prefer sleeping in the Yawning Portal, because I think the guards or the city watch are still looking for me, right? Do they actually know what I look like?
no.
I assume they've asked around.
Yeah, and it's like
They
the
did that
fourth person.
properly. They like probably interviewed the work people, and they would have given a general description of what you look like.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, and I'm guessing they can count that if there's more people in the house, they're just gonna come ask you who I
It's
am.
not like
You think very highly of the city guard.
Yeah, count to 5. I mean, they do have. Well, most of them have 5 fingers. So, just come pick me up tomorrow when you want to go. I'll be in the Yawning Portal.
Alright.
Unless you want to
Um,
join me for a drink tonight.
Well, I am kind of. If we're. I don't want to be beaten up before I have my fight. It's kind of a thing for me.
So go home and cook yourself a good meal and prepare for your battle.
What time are you fighting tomorrow? In the morning or in the evening?
I'm assuming it's the evening. Looking at the DM.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's in,
Or
no, it's
midday,
after,
or-
in the afternoon.
In
It's
the afternoon.
it's a midday event, and so I think your first match is just afternoon or something.
I mean,
It's already in the afternoon, so it's quite early.
yeah, I feel a bit conflicted. I mean, Renar really pressed upon us that this thing was urgent. And
Well,
You got the sense that she was very keen on getting the fireball throwing machination with the gaunt seal of approval out of the streets as fast as possible. But yeah, but that's what you want to make of it, right?
so, I mean, they do have this stone that leads to a treasure. If we
is
would,
there something like a city hall in the city?
City Hall. You well, yeah, there is probably something like that.
To make a long story short, what I want to do is go to such a place and see if I can get the plans of the sewers of the city. Then I can walk on the street. Over the
Planning
sewer.
commission.
Yeah, something like that, if that is around. Maybe the city was like built haphazardly and such a thing doesn't exist, but
Yeah, so you would know that it's not per se City Hall, but there is this guild of sewage and sewage maintenance and stuff like that that keeps these plants with them. There is also, you know, that these kind of guilds need like guild membership to get access to these things, so they don't want renegades plumbers to just start doing their own plumbing stuff in sewers. Everything has to be accorded by the Guild of Sewers treatments.
So how about this? Tonight we actually try to find the stone. And you can sleep in the morning, fight in the afternoon after you had a long rest. Nice sleep.
Or no. And that's also an option.
I mean, it's just
Right.
evening now. That means we can go for another
And
couple
what
hours.
guarantee do you give him that we are done before he's fine?
There is no guarantee, but it's a better option, I think, than waiting. Yeah.
I mean, you were all really in a hurry when I said I wanted to cast my... when I wanted some extra time at Renar's to do my ritual to get my bird back, and now all of a sudden you don't care anymore. It's pretty...
You want to sleep? Make up your mind.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to sleep.
going.
Just...
It's so early. You're right.
Well, we can take a little breather, get your pile of feathers back, and maybe have it fly around with the weird detector thingy.
That doesn't really help anyone. I mean, it could, but it wouldn't be able to tell me.
Oh, but
If you look
Well,
through its
no,
eyes.
We could
I don't
just
know how
ask
it
a
works,
random
never
bird to
mind.
fly around with it. It would pretty much
I
do the
don't
same
know how it
thing.
works. Never mind.
I mean, I think we should push and see, at least go to the pole location or somewhere around there and see if the thing beeps. If it beeps, we go in to get the stone. If it doesn't beep, we're probably in the wrong place anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah. So where do you want to go then? To the fall. Oh, but by the way, so for your information, as a much metagame I want to do, somebody stole the stone and headed off to the west of Trollskull Alley. What you presume is the sewers, but you don't know for sure. And the thing is not finding the stone, but is finding the robot thingy.
But there were
It's,
two different.
But we're
It
assuming
could be in the same place.
we
but
are
I mean-
assuming it's the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it wasn't the same
Yeah,
person.
but the robot thingy didn't take the stone, right? So it was like a person grabbing the stone and going up to the sewers, and the robot thing just threw the fireball and was.
Oh, I thought that was the same person.
It was not the robot thingy didn't take the stone.
Alright.
Ah, then, yeah.
But again, it could be still in the same place. You
Galio
don't know
still
where
thinks
to
it's
go.
the same
But, I mean, just for your because it's a lot of information
But-
and it was too
yeah,
video, so
But yeah. I was gonna say the road person probably could lead us easiest to whoever hired him.
But if you want to do just a ward by ward search, I will let you. I'll take a roll for the amount of hours or something you spend searching based on the size of the ward, and we can just see
I
how that
think
goes.
the robot isn't our priority if it's not holding the stone. The stone is our priority.
But we
From
have
Renar
how many
and from
trolls
the
were done?
Grund. Yeah.
What did you
We
say?
have no
Olivia?
idea who took it.
Well, we
No,
know it
but
wasn't
we-
the Xantarum because they're the ones who are dead.
Yes.
And there's one major other
Are-
crime syndicate in the city that I know of.
And when we were exploring the sewers before, we came to this big door gateway where we sort of didn't feel like fighting anymore.
Yeah, the vault. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
that's
people
where I
have been
wanted to go
after
as well.
us all this time. I mean, they're the ones who tried to kidnap Renar. They're the ones who attacked
I think
Glory.
that's a good starting point.
If we find the
That's-
robot, cool. If we don't,
And that's
I'll have
for-
the thing on it constantly just as we're traveling there.
okay.
Yeah. So the vault was somewhere in the neighborhood of Blue Alley. So it's all the way to the northwest again.
Another carriage ride.
Take a different route this time.
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah,
different
go.
lines, so let's
Go.
see how you.
Yeah, just
I'm
go
guessing
through the high road, I guess.
We follow the high road.
Yeah.
Follow the
It's
high
more
road all
central.
the way up till Surin Street, I guess. And cut across.
Makes
I don't
sense.
know how the route is, but
Okay. It's good to know.
We'll just pay the cabbie to take that road.
Yeah, no problem. So to silver, you with the four of you, you're like it's a main. It's not a big carriage, so no problem. Yeah, you take that route. And,
I'll tip him a gold for the trouble to take that
wow.
road.
oh, thank you very much, sir. No problem. How would you like to drive? And yeah, he'll take you any route you want to take.
Do you wanna? No, I'm
Just-
just gonna go right.
You used Blue Alley as a drop off point.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that area, you know, there's some behind some of the stores in that area. There's a sewer entrance which not directly lead to the vault, but at least you know the route from there. It's pretty close. Yeah, so you descend in the sewers, and when you arrive at what is far enough from the vault that you are not noticed, but close enough that you think it's like around the bend. It's hard to find, right? It's not meant to be easily found, a big huge vault in the middle of the sewers. There is some rubble you have to climb over, and some interesting passages. But in the end, you'll find see the door in the distance, but no alarm from the nimble ride detector, at least.
Yeah, I'd have both and a nimble detector and my detect magic just to be sure.
Oh yeah, the
So,
vault
well-
door gives off a shimmer of detect magic for sure, but otherwise nothing really.
Delius,
Yeah.
something up with the door. Can you check if it's trapped or anything? Is that something you could?
I can have a look at it.
I'll help you. Look,
Start carefully looking at the door.
not
See if I
my,
see anything weird on it. Tap it with the back of my dagger to see if there's like any hollow spots next to it, or if the hinges are solid.
I'll point out the magical signatures.
Before you approach the door, so are you approaching? Are you walking just up to the door, or?
Oh, I guess I'm being careful where I stab, but I'm not trying to be hidden.
Okay.
I'll stand bow at the ready if anything comes from a side alley. We had the door was a bit in, if I remember the map correctly.
Yeah. So
There was a
I'll change to that map right now. So
because I'll cover them from a distance in darkness if at all possible. If not, I'll still cover.
Yeah, I'll turn my lantern
pretty
down.
dark here. It's completely dark, by the way. That's good to know, by the way. So do you have dark vision, Thalius, or?
No, I have my lantern, which has like, I'll turn it down the hood so it only has like 5 feet of light.
Okay. So
I
what
can
do you
see a little
what Andre sees more clearly than you, or everybody with dark vision. Actually, everybody roll with perception check except people without dark vision, or without dark vision. Don't roll perception check for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Andre, it's unmistakable. You see 2 slits in the wall next to the stairways run towards the entrance of the door.
Huh? Do I see anyone in there? With the 25?
When it's 25, there is some flicker of movement, but it's not that it's not clear.
We assume these are all bad guys, right?
The vault bears the symbol of Xanatar, so perceive it how you want.
As soon as I see movement through the slit, can I just take a pot shot at it?
Okay. Yeah, you certainly.
You can certainly try.
Okay. Where the left slit or the right slit? Because you see movement through both of them.
Well, whichever is closest, I guess. So that would be this one over here.
Sure. You see a thing. Do a pot shot at it.
24.
Hits, most definitely.
12 points of magic damage.
Nice. With that, what you see actually is your arrow fletches and it goes straight through the small slit. You've done this before. You ignore covers, and you just hit it directly square in the eye, and it screams, and 4 other eyes from it look in your direction. It doesn't see you, but let me start to roll a perception check because there's other friends around. Are you there, Tali?
As soon as I see Andre take a shot, I'll do this one.
I'll just say, movement.
Yep. So.
Well, you won't see me take a shot. I'll yell movement, and then you will see an arrow.
I hear your bow.
Yeah.
I know the sound of your bow.
Sweet.
Yeah, and it makes a gargling sound, and let's see. Thalius, can you place yourself on the map where you are?
Can I put my own token on the map? Sure.
I'll do it.
You should be close to the door, I guess, or walking towards the door.
Yes. At least you were closer, and Sean was a bit more back, and Olivia as well.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of room here. But let's see if it perceives you.
It's weird how light works in this game.
That one probably. Roll a stealth check for me, by the way, Stalius.
I wasn't really trying to be stealthy, so
No, but
but I'll do it.
Well, if you were as a sneaky rogue, if you were approaching the main gate of an enemy's vault.
I've never been here. I assumed this place was.
Oh, you've not been here the last time, yeah.
I didn't realize this was like the entrance to their stronghold. I heard vault, so it's like it's a lockbox with valuables inside.
Yeah, so that one doesn't really see you, but the other one most definitely does. And with that, actually roll initiative, everybody.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I didn't have my phone.
Yeah, me too. That's
Those are
weird
some
why
good
it
rolls.
doesn't- Let me adjust. What did I roll first? 20, oh.
Did you turn on your robot again? John? First you roll a 7 and then a 1.
Yeah, I know where this is going. That's why I cast Armor of Against. And I'm done with this.
The moment you hear roll initiative, your rolls just get cut in half.
Yeah, so Andre, you're up first. What do you do?
Yeah, well, thank God for sharpshooter. I can still see the bastards at the slits, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take some more pot shots at it. Actually, the one I already shot, gonna risk it. I'm gonna take a sharpshooter shot at the one I already shot at.
Yeah, do it.
18,
It's
19 points of damage plus. Oh shit! I should have done that. moment. Plus another 2.
Yeah, it's dead.
Alright. Well, I already triggered. Oh no, wait, it doesn't have to be right away. Then I'll cast Hunter's Mark on the other one at the other slit, because I forgot that. And I'm going to take another sharpshooter shot at that one as my Gloomstalker attack.
Okay.
For 24.
Hits.
For 21 points of damage. And Hunter's Mark for 25 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's dead as well. And now, let's see what is happening here. So, give me a second, because this, of course, triggers a lot of other stuff I wasn't expecting.
Just see an arrow whizzing by. All clear.
2 weird ice doggy floaty guys. Well, never mind. There was 2 weird ice doggy floaty guys.
Nice one.
So what
Yeah.
happens?
Olivier, you're next.
I'm gonna walk up to the thing, and like the slit is in is it in between like a wall?
Yeah, the slit is here. It's hard to see, maybe.
Is it like a wall to the left and a wall to the right, or is it like
You cannot go through it. It's a very
no,
small.
but it's like you have the gap part of the slit, and then to the left is that like part of a wall?
Yeah, it's all wall.
Okay. Mm,
You're standing outside like a vault door, and oh yeah, this one as well. Do you peer in through the slit, or?
that's probably 2 actions. Is it? Can I like use the cantrip light on like some what do I have? Imagery. I want to throw something in with light on it. That's basically what I want to do.
Okay, in through the slits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a so from the area where Ander was standing, there is some light emanating from behind the slits. It's there's like not direct light, but it's not completely darkness behind there. So if you want to take a look, what you see there, that's fine as well. But otherwise, it's hard to. It's very narrow.
Equipment. I am like. I'll just take a look to the people to see if there's anything. What the hell Andrew was shooting at?
Oh yeah, when you go look through the slit,
Yes. I like go stand
to
here.
the left slit or right slit.
Let's make it the left side.
Okay, what you see there, and I'll reveal that. Seconds. So it's a bit hard to see, but what you see is a space which goes further, but it's hard to see from your vantage point what exactly. But there's a dead gazer lying on the floor.
Okay. Just one. Gonna look at Andre and say, so now what do we do now? And that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you're standing. Yeah, you're standing there at the opening. You're probably
like-
standing a bit more here if you want to
Yeah.
see through the pit. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, they're moving. Yep. So your turn, Sean. So you do hear movement from the other side, like a alert, like what? And it's hard to make out the sounds exactly, but there is a lot of commotion going on after all these arrows going through the slits.
Yeah, Sean is not a patient man, so he's gonna try and use lightning lure to pull open this door.
Okay.
Stand over here a little bit. If that's possible, does it? Not really. How the spell works, but. Oh. Share.
Oh, finding
Lightning
traps
lure.
then.
So is there like a strength pool or something?
Yeah, basically, normally, the creature that I can see must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line. So I'm kind of trying to use it
No.
to pull open the door.
Give me a second. Oh,
Yeah, sorry. No patience, and he's not that wise, so. Like, we need to get through the door. Let's go. Before they get even further in their preps.
make since you're a 7, right? So that's strength save, right? For the door. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I can roll
How
something.
strong is the
so-
door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting a. It's a full door. Strength 7. So let me roll for it just for fun's sake. Let's say.
Yeah, if you say it can be done, it can be done, but it's.
No, it can probably be done, but let's see how
Yeah.
strong this door is. 18. Yeah, you hear it creaking a bit, and you get a little gap, but it doesn't. You feel it's not as strong as you probably would expect a full door, but it's not open yet. So you get it a bit unhinged. I think another pull would probably get it all the way open.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do for this turn. So.
Okay. Darius.
I'm gonna go forward and try to inspect the door for traps.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
15.
It's not trapped.
That was my action. So I'm then going to, I guess, stand in the corner next to the door. So the doors open inwards or outwards?
You don't know what they were supposed to do, but at least this one is getting a bit outward now.
Okay.
It's probably supposed to go inwards, but the lightning lure pulled it out of its hinges a bit with the lashing.
I'm gonna stand against the wall that where the arrow slits are, so they can't shoot me from the slit because I'm like next to it. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide there. That's my turn. And I'll probably, before I hide, I'll say it's not trapped.
Okay. Andre, you're back. a lot of commotion coming from the door.
Well, I don't see any more further movement against any of the arrow slits.
Well, it's a bit further. It's harder to see. I'm gonna say, even with your ignoring of cover and everything, you're not. You see something moving, but you can't really make out what it is from this vantage point.
All right. It's like, crack open the door. I'll cover you, and I'm gonna use my action and hold it till something comes out of the within range. So either the arrow slits or through the door. I'm gonna spend my turn just holding my action.
Makes sense. Olivia, what do you do?
Olivia is just very, very confused at the moment. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Backing the vault?
Yeah, this is where we're going.
In the
This
most
is what
obvious way. That
This was absolutely part of the plan.
no doubt.
Step
This
one,
is
make
how
a
we
plan. We
operate.
forgot step one.
Oh, you didn't make a plan. You just attacked the doors, right? Or the.
Yep.
Just
I figured it would be better than to let him walk in between two gazers at the arrow slits at
Oh,
the same
I
time.
mean, Dalian is not complaining.
I'm just like, I'm gonna stand over here and then use the cantrip Blade Ward and prepare for the worst.
Okay. Okay. Actually, what you okay, yeah. Double check this. Yeah, it's not that smart. So the door bursts open, and out of it comes this huge half ogre with his battle axe handed in the two. What's going? And you think what's going on, but it's hard to. It doesn't really speak that with clearly.
So technically, I have advantage. Anyway, I'll take the 20.
Why do you
I'm
have to?
invisible. I'm invisible. I'm way back. Or not in
He's
the
standing
session.
over the door. The lights are spilling in. You're standing.
Okay, fair enough.
You're standing not in completely side, but 20 still hits.
Fair enough. Still 20.
Yeah.
That is 8 points of damage.
Also, my weapon gives off the light, so
Ah,
That's good.
Untouched.
Yeah. And yeah, so you do that, and so Talis, you were standing a bit out of the way, or you're because it looks like you're standing in the way, but
It was like hiding against that wall, like next to the arrow slit, assuming someone would come through the door.
you probably focus on the guy trying to hit him, so he runs up to you, Andre, and it will do. Please roll well. Oh, it's hidden. It does 19 hits. Then you get, holy shit, 18 slashing damage. He hits right into you. Yeah. The door is now open, and I'll. So that was his turn, by the way. So and now you empty the area a bit. Oh, why is it not showing? Let's see if you see correctly now.
looks nicer than last time.
Yeah. I have So, there's still some people in the way, by the way, but yeah, this is what you probably see from this. So you see a real vault door with real turn knobs and everything, and ahead of you there's a nice rock, and what you also see is huge Duergar standing here. One standing here, and standing here. Oh. And you probably would see this one as well, a piece of it. So there's 4 other huge ass dark dwarves standing here.
Dwarf.
No, there's just a friendly dwarf there in the middle of the room. No problem.
I'll just give you a nice hug.
Yeah.
So that was the half ogre's turn. Then Dragor number 3's turn is here, and he, yeah, I'm gonna say he can see with the doors burst open. He can see you, Natalia. So he is going to throw one of his javelins at you. Why is it not open? Oh, there. Range, normal size, public, enlarged. 9.
9 doesn't hit.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. So it throws, but you're still a bit hidden after the cover, so you're okay. Number 4 is moving a bit more up, and he's actually trying to hit you with a war pick. Talia is standing there. A 7. Oh man, rolling horrible. You're
Also
lucky that
horrible
you-
on the damage.
Yeah. Still. Well, it's not an 18 slashing, so that's good. Sean, your turn. You see this barrage of huge dwarves standing there. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna hex this one.
Sure.
Give it disadvantage on strength checks, I guess. It's probably
Okay. Not attacks.
the easiest one. And I can give it the hex is disadvantage on one ability score checks, one type of ability checks, and I do an extra d6 of damage to it.
Okay.
So I'm mostly doing it for the extra d6 damage, but
Okay. Well, do what you do.
and then I attack it with my spear.
Kill it.
But
No, probably not. It has, even though in the picture it has his chest bare, it still has leather armor around his entire torso. It's a huge motherfucker. You probably hit it still, but you just get stuck in the armor.
yeah, tough skin. Yeah, that's bonus action. That's me.
Okay. Tali is. You've seen. So you're sitting in this nook behind the door, and people are trying to hit you, but they keep missing you. So, what do you do?
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Good point. Yeah.
Then I'm
Surprise.
going to move this way. And while I'm moving past, I'm going to stab the ogre with my short sword.
Yeah. Let's.
Please try to.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to see if I can.
Oh, fuck.
It's not hitting.
Oh man, that's not good.
And Ray, we're
Since I
rooting for you.
since I
At least I
disengaged
got to try
anyway,
my bow.
I
added-
keep moving.
I added some more squares below to maybe hide towards. Let's give me a sec. And, yeah, you. let's say there is sewer here somewhere. There's walls here at some point, but let's say you can run a bit further if you want.
I'll probably just hide behind Olivia. I feel comfortable.
Oh, sure, hide behind the wizard.
Behind the wizard, that's always a good idea.
Yeah,
It's not about not dying, it's about dying last.
That's true. Yeah, so the other Rhaegar stands here, and let's see, Andre, but you have like half cover from him because there's a lot of other dudes standing in between, and he's trying to throw a javelin.
Very big dude.
Yeah, very big dude. So there's a small window, he can see you, but you at least have half cover, so that's like +3 or something.
2.
2.
Or if you want to give me 3/4, then it's 5.
No, let's do the 2 one. Just see.
Fair enough.
But still a 9. So so it clatters to the floor somewhere. So yeah, no problem. Andre, you're up now. Standing in melee with this huge half ogre.
Oh, it's like big gash. It's like, oh fuck.
Yep.
Dropping my very fancy bow, giving a bit of a sigh as it hits the ground. Transfer Hunter's Mark to Mr. Half Ogre.
Yep.
And then just take a slash at him, I guess.
Yep.
17.
Yep.
So 7 plus 6, 13.
Nice.
Ugh.
Not liking that at all.
No. Yeah, I'm not gonna move, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Olivia.
Make a wisdom save. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, I have to make a
On the
wisdom
half
save.
Yes, on the
Okay.
half ogre in front of me.
10. Fails, right?
Yes, it's failed.
So it's
Unless
what
was his intelligence greater than 4?
yeah.
Okay, good. Then otherwise it would have failed.
It was too dumb to get the joke.
Yeah. It falls and is prone now.
It's
nice.
all ogre now.
Great. So it's now prone. Yeah.
Take
And,
some damage right as well.
And I take a save at the end of my turn, right?
Yes. Or if you take damage. If you take damage, you take a save with advantage.
Alright. Draeger, number 1, tries to throw a javelin at Andre. Better vision now since the ogre is now on the floor laughing. So it's going to throw the.
There's still a Durgar in the door.
Well, standing a bit to the side.
Well, at least he has to step over a laughing half ogre.
13
Nope.
doesn't hit you.
Nope.
No. Okay. Half ogre is laughing at something like, and what are you laughing at? And,
Do you see these tiny humans?
and he makes a wisdom save at the end of his turn, right?
Yes, at the end of his turn.
But he cannot get up until he makes a save, right?
Yes,
I don't
correct.
think.
He stays down.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the end of the turn,
Yeah.
so.
Unless
basically-
somebody pokes him before, then he gets earlier saves.
Yeah, no, he is Lurdun.
But he has a whole round of being prone now.
Yep.
That was the general idea.
Yep, and now Draeger 3 is moving a bit. He's moving in the line of sight of you, Sean. You see, he's moving. He's trying to avoid the carpet, indeed. Surprise! And he's going to try to throw. He's rolling very badly, but that's good for you guys. Yeah, jeez. Nope, nothing.
It's a 1.
Does he hit one of the other Durgar?
Nah, not. Probably
You
bounces
know,
off.
if you stab the half ogre yourself, you get an extra saving throw. Uh-huh.
That's true. Maybe. I don't know.
Just saying.
It was not that bad. It was a natural one, but it just missed completely.
Don't forget
Um,
to roll advantage so we can see if you crit.
And then the other one is moving out of the way, and he's going to get in melee range of I think Shushan, and it's going to try to warp pick you. Ooh, natural 20, another one, but it's not flanking, so 9 misses. Good, jeez, I'm rolling horrible. Sean, your turn.
No.
That hit would have killed me if that one would have the natural 20 would have hit me.
Alright, well,
Going for this one with the.
You're getting away with
the
all the
advantage.
shenanigans all the time. It's horrible. Yeah, so 12 hits. Yeah.
12 hits.
Is it doesn't change because it's prone, right? Or is it?
No, he just gets advantage.
Just advantage.
Just
Yeah,
But
no prone.
12
yeah, he
hits.
is. Yeah, 12 hits.
Okay. Then it also takes another 5, so 17 damage in total.
It's looking
Oh,
rough.
sorry, 13. 8.
13.
Yeah, it's the 8 plus 5.
Still looking rough. Less rough than before.
Well, flanking wasn't a thing with us, right? We didn't do flanking.
No.
we already have advantage.
Yeah, no, I know, but for otherwise I would
Moved, yeah.
Oh, like,
have.
He gets to make a wisdom save for...
Yeah,
okay,
wisdom
make
save
quick.
for the thing because of.
Wait,
with
it's
advantage. Yeah.
12.
oh, you stay down, boy.
Still laughing.
I mean, the dice are not my friends today. If you look at what I rolled for attacks, for 8,
You
8,
rolled
9.
perfectly. Like the only
9,
one
13.
good that I rolled so far. We like it.
Oh man.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can't
My-
do
mine
it.
I think
is
we're
one
gonna
doesn't
need it
help
with
either.
like these guys in front of us.
You have to be punished for just
Me-
attacking a safe and just without any
No,
plan.
no, we're fine. We're gonna.
Turn
I'm
and
not
shot.
rolling well either, but I'm just really lucky that this thing has a low AC because
Yeah,
I'm rolling a natural
yeah.
1 and a
Uh,
4 on an advantage roll. Oh,
Tali,
that's my turn.
what do you do?
I'm going to drop my short sword and use my bonus action to steady the aim with the crossbow that I'm aiming at the Duragard that's standing next to Sean.
Sure, yeah.
Take a shot at him. And that gives me advantage. So that's a 13.
The Durgars are way more armored than the Heavy Ogre, so it bounced off a scale mill.
Ah,
It's looking at you now, very angry.
I'm looking
So-
back at it very nervously. That's my turn.
Yeah. Number 2 moves up a bit, and he will try to throw the javelin over the crouch on Half Ogre to. Can it actually go in the same space? No, right? It has to get
It
no.
can move fast, but it can't stop
No.
in the same place.
It will tiptoe around the carpet and will stand there. And let's see. Actually, how much can it do when it's enlarged? How can it? No, it cannot make it. Oh, never mind.
Just
Um,
hits harder, right?
It just hits harder. It doesn't work. So it's gonna throw a ranged javelin at you, Andre. I think just over it. 14.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay, that's its turn. Andre, what do you do?
Alright, I'm gonna stab the living shit out of a prone half-ogre. 15?
It's yeah.
10... 6... So 14?
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh yay! I am gonna just like stab down into the eye and just like twist it as it's laughing, like and then just into the eye. And then I am gonna use my bonus action. Nah. Use my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark to the Durgar engage with Sean, and I'm still in melee with it, right?
Yeah, you're well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in melee. Yeah, right.
Okay, then move Hunter's Mark,
Great.
and that's my bonus action. And I am gonna move, still within melee range, but
Yeah.
gonna move over here.
Yeah, sure. Olivia, your turn. What do you do?
Square was 5, right?
Yeah.
I would say shatter about here.
Sure.
Yeah, get those 3.
What does it do?
You have to roll a Constitution save, and I have to roll damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna upcast it as well with my wizarding.
Yeah.
Like
What's the
what's
save?
it called? 14 Constitution.
Okay. It's a spell, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has
Thunder
advantage.
damage.
Advantage.
Oh, that fails. That makes it,
Yes.
and this one makes it. So one fails and the other one make it.
15 thunder damage if you fail, and 7 thunder damage if you make it.
Nice.
Where did you cast it?
Here,
Yeah.
just to the right of the ogre with the door.
What's the range?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Ah, okay.
10 feet radius.
So do you hit a carpet?
Technically I hit the carpet.
Yeah. Carpet stays very much in place. Nothing really happens.
Shatter does damage in materials.
Oh really? Well, you hear some
Furniture and stuff.
you hear some furniture moving around, but the carpet is not normal in a sense. Yep.
Oh, hold on. I said I upcasted it with the trinket, so I need to roll 1d8 more.
Oh, do it.
Any non-magical
Oh.
object that isn't being worn or carried takes a damage.
So
Yeah.
5,
20 and 10.
20 and 10 instead of 7 and 15. Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah, no problem. So 3 more to this one.
Some nice damage.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
There was a door with 3 giants. Like I was waiting for them to go to the door.
Finally,
The
wizard
one
AoE
that-
Now
missile.
they're gonna smack me though. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
so
sure.
they're going straightly at you, and it's
You didn't
very
take
much-
Granola bar yet, right?
No, I didn't.
tries to hit you with his warp pick. 20.
Drawing shield.
Nice.
17 damage. Fuck.
Yep.
I just make it now. I have to win. Oh no, it breaks. Oh shit, it still hits.
Really?
Yes, I have 20 with shield.
Wow. You.
Never mind,
I've
I don't
cast it,
crush
so-
shield. I don't crush shield, but
No, you
I
don't
take
have people.
17
You get
damage.
17 damage. Jeez.
Yeah, max almost. Yeah, max on the die.
What, one from Max. That's
Yeah, 1 max and the other 7. It's
Still pretty good. Okay. Number 3 comes down a bit and throws. Well, it's with 3/4 cover with all the Dragor standing in there, but tries to throw a javelin at you, Sean. So +5 on DC. Natural 20.
of course
Oh,
it's.
Yeah, it's very
13.
angry to see all these people dying in front of them. It's buddies. They were just arm wrestling like less than a minute ago. And
With the
they're now-
3/4 cover, it needed a natural 20 to even hit me, and it's fucking not a natural 20. Bastard.
Finally, I found the module. 13 damage to you, Sean.
13 damage, alright. Well, there goes my 10 HP. Without it having done anything. Damn it.
Number 4 is now going to town on. Let's see who is he. He's knows the other ones are getting close. He's Andre or Sean. Well, let's roll one for. Roll 1d2. 1 for Sean, 2 for Andre. Andre, it is. Yeah, it's gonna hit you. Try to hit you with the warp pick. 15.
Nope.
Nice. Okay, Sean, what do you do?
Yeah, move my hex to the one in front of me.
Yep.
Oh, I need to roll a con save, by the way, for hex. Make that.
Thanks for reminding me. So,
That's 15. I make it. So attack. 12 to hit. Probably
Nope,
doesn't
right
hit on
now.
the trigger.
it's pretty tough creature.
I need that 5th level man for the extra attack. I'm rolling.
See if you make it.
Yeah, that's my bonus action, so I'm done.
Dalius.
Which one looks the roughest of all?
The one standing in front of Olivia that got the most shadow damage. It was limping a bit towards Olivia when it got over.
I'm
It's
just going
generally
to,
having a bad day.
Please kill it before it its turn again.
I'm
no
going
pressure.
to aim for the eye with my crossbow. I'm using steady aim.
Do it.
And, 19.
Yeah, no problem. 19 hits. Awesome.
That is 18 points of damage.
Yeah, you knocked the hell out of. How do you want to do that?
Well, shoot it in the eye.
Yep. Oh, goes down.
Made room for Durgar number 2 to go to Olivia now.
Theme of the evening. Put the
Oh, sorry, you
pointy
want-
thing in
Oh
the eye.
well, here we go.
Sorry, what did you want to do besides that, Dalius?
That's it. That's my whole turn.
Rhaegar's going to
Those are about to die. Greet you.
he's going to try to attack you, Olivia, with his warp pick. 14.
Oh, that doesn't hit. Mage armor. Oh.
Nice. Yeah, so that's what's its turn. Andre, what do you do?
They hit very hard.
They
Yep.
do.
But they don't always hit.
No, but when they
Oh,
hit,
no.
it hurts.
Neither do we. It's a problem.
No. I'm gonna go stabby on the one right in front of me.
Do it.
24.
Yeah.
6 plus 4, 10.
Nice. Awesome.
And bonus action, stabby. 16.
Just hits.
1 plus
Oh,
5. Stabby.
looking rough. Yeah. Nice.
Why won't you die?
Olivia, saved by a miss from the Rhaegar swinging right. What do you do?
Shatter here, so I hit.
That
all-
was-
Yep, just do it. Let's see, I have to roll con save again with
Yes,
the sound
but
tip.
this time it's only 3d8s.
That fails. That saves. That saves as well. So,
5 damage for saves and 11 for
okay,
fails.
the one next to Andre and Sean dies. So that's nice. The one in front of you doesn't though.
Oh, that's not good.
And yep. The other one in the back behind takes a little shitload of damage. But it was very nice. What else do you want to do?
Pray and hope he doesn't hit me.
Yeah, so
Look
Gregor
through my spellbook to find shield.
moves
Oh,
up
I
to the-
have 3 shields in the ring of spell storing.
He was going after because not no, it's worse. See who favors the. This time it's Sean. Sean, it's going to try to hit you with its war pick. 16.
That misses.
Misses, jeez.
Put my
I
shield in
see.
front of it.
Sean, it's your turn.
Yeah, move my hex to this one.
Good.
And try and hit it.
Good.
Use my spells. Things.
Oh,
It's an 11 to hit it. I'm
Uh-oh.
rolling so shitty.
No, sorry, man.
Well,
Well,
like I
in it-
said, I need
it doesn't hit you as well, so it's swinging
yeah,
by.
it's,
time,
we're in. It's. I'm dodging enough to. at
Thaddeus
least-
said he's our man. If he can do it, no one can.
Thaddeus.
Thank you, Thaddeus.
Hardly taking any damage, Thaddeus. What do you do?
I'm gonna do the same thing I did so far, which is take aim carefully at it and lose another crossbow bolt.
Yeah, it's which one, by the way?
The one next to Olivia. 22 points of damage.
22. Oh, God. The dice.
I'm gonna shoot it straight through the mouth.
Hey.
Don't look at her like that.
I think I have like half cover now. Like I have 3 dead giant and ogres. in
Yeah,
front
yeah.
of us.
Just like a bunch of dead things lying in the sports, yeah. Okay.
Well, they
Well,
return to normal
the
size.
Duragars
I think.
shrink back down when they die?
Yeah, they do. The Druagar does. The ogre stays the same size.
So there's like two small dwarves on the back of a dead half ogre.
Awesome. What else do you do, Thaddeus?
Nothing. I have nothing else I can do.
Andre. Last one remaining.
Alright. I already moved my hex to this one, right? Or
Physics.
my hunter's
You
mark.
did. You did.
Cool. Stabby.
Do it. Oh man. It's...
Nope.
Hit Chandra.
Your sword
15.
breaks.
Jeez. Nope. Just misses.
No,
Okay.
no, then yeah, that's my turn.
Olivia. Shatter again. Here in the middle.
No.
Oh, okay. Just asking. Checking.
I'm gonna use invisibility from the ring of spell storing I had stored there
Yeah,
on
sure.
myself. And then I'm gonna move 1, 2. Why is it doing like my screen is messing? I wanna move 2 up, but literally I can't. Oh, now there we go.
Yeah, and you see when you cut there, the carpet is moved a bit, and make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, you see there's a pit beneath it. It doesn't seem too deep, but there's a space beneath it.
Okay.
Well, oh sorry, it does look pretty deep, by the way. But
I'm gonna end my turn
okay.
and hope nobody noticed me invisible.
No, it was too much focused on other things, and I don't think it can see that. So it's its turn. Yeah, let's see who it wants to.
I'm no danger.
Now it's going to attack Andre. Andre actually tried to hit it the most. I think he hit it the most. So yeah, it's going to try to hit Andre. 16.
Nope.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, that's a
I
turn.
am very happy I took the dex bonus for my level up. It used to be 16.
Yeah, again, put my hex on this one because I think this is another one again. One that came through, I think. And let's try this again. So,
Emphasis on try.
Oh, gee.
yeah, exactly.
I knew the moment you rolled initiative, but I didn't expect it to be this bad.
Yeah, no, I did not hit anything yet.
But if we
Are
know,
Oh,
you
what,
sure?
the ogre. I hit the ogre
we'll
once.
come back with Hunters when he is DM again. So sure.
Are you
Okay.
sure you want to fight in the arena tomorrow?
Yeah. Well,
Anywho, Darius.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot.
Yes.
See if I can hit the other eye this time. With steady aim.
Yeah, no problem.
20. And that's 17 points of damage.
Oh, almost.
Sneak attack didn't come through this time, I guess. And that's my turn.
Andre.
Yeah. Well,
Make. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he
stabby.
Yeah, it dies. How do you want to do this?
just just flailing around, still wounded, and it just comes down, and I just like swing up at a panic strike, and I just like slit its throat. Like, ah!
Yeah, so what happens is you start slitting a mid throat, it starts shrinking in size again. So you start hitting it here, but the moment you end your blade, it's already crumpled on the floor as a small, a smallish Dwagor. And with that, you defeated the protection of the vault initial area at least.
Steady aim.
Yeah, I need something. Just like a second.
Wow.
Come on.
We
So,
need a
yeah,
cleric to
when you-
cast
when you-
bless.
Something. Anyway.
So when you step in the room, you see all these tables. This is like a guardhouse vibe you get here, and the carpet where you see at least the pit beneath it is lying there. And everybody make a perception check in this area. It's lit. There's candles everywhere and sconces in the wall. So Andre, let's see. Yeah, you see that there were just what I told you. There's barrels, crates, and a huge full door in front of you.
My detect magic doing anything?
Yeah. There is below the carpet. You see a faint glimmer of what's the range actually of detect magic?
30 feet.
Yeah, below the carpet you see a faint glimmer, very faint, and there is actually in the corners you also see a faint a faint glimmer in those corners of something, and the door itself has also a magical aura.
I'm gonna eat that granola bar now. It's like a proper time.
As we go in and I see the food on the table, I realize that I haven't eaten much today. So I'm gonna grab some cheese or some meat or whatever is nice.
Yeah,
on the table.
there's plenty of food here.
I'm,
No problem.
I'll just tuck the carpet from the hole to see what's there.
How wounded is everybody?
Oh, the bird flew into me when we were at Temple of Gaunt, but apart from that, I think I'm fine, surprisingly.
I'm alright.
Olivia?
Sure. Just
Mostly my ego that's
I'm
bruised.
okay. Don't just give me a moment.
Sure, no worries. Oh, well. Take 4 points of healing. There you go.
Thank you.
I'll go check out the thing over here.
When you look at it, it's very hard to make out, but there's a little hole with in the wall, and behind there is some mechanism. But there's something, a little small hole slit where something might go in or go out. You don't know. It's dark behind it. But there's a
Similar
magical
here.
mechanism behind. Yeah, the same mechanism you would encounter there.
Okay. I'll go rummage through the body, see if I can find anything that would A, to find anything, and B, if I can find.
You find some minor things, nothing noteworthy. Some cards, some playing cards, just a little bit of coin. In total, they didn't carry a lot. In total, I think you find 6 gold and 22 silver, and like 30 copper or something. It's not nothing, but it's not a huge patch. And there's some drinks on the table, some cheap ale, wine. They were playing some. As you see, one table is of cards, where probably some of the dwarves were playing cards, and the other one shows set up like an arm wrestling competition. So
I'm gonna go check all the crates. Like, stick a dagger in and open all of them.
yeah, nothing really interesting comes out of it. The barrels have wine in them, and the crates themselves have some oil for lighting lamps and basic.
Lamp oil, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I think we can build a trap with this if we want to be strategic. Although that door doesn't look like there's people living behind it.
Now you wanna be
No, there's,
strategic? Not before we.
I'm gonna.
What is wrong with you people?
Well,
Anything interesting on the corpses, or was that included in the 6 gold and 22 silver?
You can roll investigation check to really investigate the corpses thoroughly. You can actually do the Sean because of you said that. But basic search yielded coin. But if you want to go really digging, it's not a lot.
It's not an attack roll, so it's decent.
I'm gonna tie my rope to the lantern and like lower it into the hole with the underneath the carpet. To see
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I
it's
do
in
want to
the-
check what that other signature was as well. Yeah.
Small thing protruding out of the wall you see below there. 30 feet. It's 30 feet down. There's not it's just a flat floor. It's not that. But there's a small thing protruding from the wall.
I think there's something down there.
Olivia, could you invisible hand pick that out?
Well, the hand is not invisible, right?
No, it's
I'm
not.
in-
Well,
Like you
If
see
you
a hand
cast it,
appear.
you-
I'm still invisible, but
pretty sure
If you,
Mage Hand
if
is
you cast
invisible
it,
as well,
it
right?
disappear.
No, Mage is only invisible for Arcane Trickster.
Oh, alright.
It's a spectral hand,
Yeah, I mean,
ghost hand.
so you see a hand and it does what you ask it to do.
Okay, so it
Oh.
goes down, and it pulls on the thing, and it's a lever. And with your detect magic up, you see actually the magic essence fade from the corners in the wall.
so did that do anything?
Well, it either disabled the traps that this was, or it disabled the mechanisms to open the door.
Well, I'm guessing in the.
It depends on if it were traps or if it was.
I'd guess traps. And I'm gonna start looking for traps on the door. That's. I'm assuming that's a vault door in the middle of.
Just don't step on the carpet.
The carpet is gone.
Oh yeah, you pulled it back, right? Like, or Sean pulled it back.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
gaping hole now.
Can I grab a couple of bottles of the lamp oil?
Yeah, there's 2 bottles of lamp oil there. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So you're going to check the door.
Yeah, for
You touch the door
traps
while
or
checking it?
locking
So the moment you
mechanism.
touch the door, you hear from both sides click, 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 but nothing happens. Seems like the trap was disabled.
Okay. Can I find a locking mechanism?
Yeah, it's a lot of it's one of those turn locks where you have to go. It's a dial, and
I'm gonna put my ear against the door and start turning it to see if I can hear anything click or anything move. See if I can pick this
yeah, you
up.
can make with your background. You can make a thieves tool check or a investigation check. Whatever you prefer.
It's the
To,
same. Nope. Well, I don't know, but does anyone know the combination?
Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
I'll try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The door opens.
No, you can spin it around, but nothing really happens. Let's say the 7 was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combination you tried. Because,
Sounds like it, yeah.
yeah, nothing happens.
I'm assuming it's completely closed. There's no opening to look
There's
through
nothing
or
else
anything.
to. This is the door you want to go through. Let's say you've been here now, all in all, with the attack and all, 2 minutes. FYI.
I'm gonna take my wand of secrets and see if there is another way into this vault. So any
Yeah, secret doors. That's a good
secret
one.
door or trap within 30 feet of you.
Is
Uh,
there? I'll close the door. At least one of the doors.
Yeah,
So
the other one is
most of
busted
the
wide
lights-
open. There's a lighting lured one end, and then the ogre bushed through it. But so
Is there anywhere outside of the door where I am now where the light isn't shining if I close the door a little bit as much as I can?
outside of the door,
Yeah.
where do you mean? Here.
Wants to be in darkness.
Just yeah. Like which of the two parts are closed? I want to be in darkness and
let's
stand
say
guard out here.
this one you can close a bit, but yeah. So you have to move probably all the way back here to get in shadowy range again. Yeah.
I'll say it's like gonna stand guard outside, just hear for screams, and get ready in that case.
So no more secret doors or traps, right?
No, so you do things that you already identified lit up, but otherwise you can try again, but it will take more time. Let's put it that way.
Do you guys have any?
Can I help him in any way with that?
Should have left one alive to interrogate.
Shoulder rub. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
You honestly think to tell the combination to one of these guys? The first thing they do is open it and use them whatever is.
Well, I
for
mean, he
themselves.
can do mind tricks, right? So if they didn't know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe they didn't know.
If I owe whatever is behind that door,
Natural
I wouldn't
20.
tell the guards in front of the door what the combination to get inside the door.
Oh, wait, I think I'm hearing it click.
Yeah. You hear it, and with a total of 26, you start getting the mechanism, but it will still take you a minute to really get the combination. But after that minute, you open the door. At least the door is unlocked.
Oh. Think this is it, but just in case, who wants to? Olivia, can you open the door with your mage hand? I'm gonna like hide, like turn over the table on the side to make like a little makeshift makeshift barricade and at least hide behind it.
Brave man.
Alright, the mage hand pulls and see if it's a well made save. Like it opens with a little finger. If it's a bad save, it's gonna be heavy.
How strong is the mage hand, by the way? Because it's a pretty hefty door.
It
How
can
much
carry
it hold?
10 pounds.
Mage hand isn't that strong. Yeah.
Oh, isn't
Strength score of 2, I think.
Yeah.
You could do 15 pounds.
So in theory, you would be able to push it when it has momentum, but you cannot really lift it from this position with mage hand.
Shauna will
Yeah.
open it up.
Sean just opens the door. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
So-
looks at Talius with full disappointment. Like,
I'm just sitting with my
And-
crossbow over the table, holding my action to shoot if something runs out.
Do I see anything out here?
Not yet.
You're gonna be there the entire evening? Not yet.
Hey, guys, what's going on? Coast is clear out here so far.
I think
the
it's
door open.
opening.
Yeah. So
At the back of holding.
you
On
open the
my way.
door, and I'm assuming you're not making too much sound.
Try.
Make a perception check when you open the door. So the door slides open. Sean, by the way.
Yeah.
So there is a small sound coming from the right of the vault. Almost sounds like somebody sleeping, snoring, but yeah, no, sure.
Right, I'll kind of gesture to be quiet and slowly walk in towards.
Yeah,
the
and so
sound.
this part of the vault, you see all these crates and stuff and things, weapons, and the wall is. There is a lot of stuff here.
I'll look towards where the snoring was coming from. See
Yeah,
if I
you
can
see-
see what there.
You see, if you make a stealth roll, both of you, if you walk in, Andre and Sean. Yeah. Sean, nice.
5. No, that's a 5. I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Ah, shit. Well, that doesn't matter that much. Immediately, like what? And a smallish young fog wakes up and he looks around surprised, like he was sneaking up in the back, having a small rest. What?
Morning.
Who are you?
Got any weapons? I suggest you drop them.
He has his sword ready, but he lets it go. Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk in and like grab the sword he dropped.
Yeah.
What were you planning to do with this?
Who are you guys? What are you doing here?
I don't think you're the one holding the sword anymore, so I don't think you're the one asking the questions.
You do know where you are, right?
I have a pretty good idea
Oh,
where I am.
Oh my goodness. You're suicidal? Oh my goodness.
Probably, but who are you?
Well,
I'm Dave, but
Hello, Dave. Like I
hey
said,
Dave, I'm Dave.
I was just having a nap in the back here. I was not. Just protecting the. Nobody ever comes in here unannounced.
protecting what?
Oh, you look around. There's a lot of valuable stuff around you. There's
He wasn't trying to say anything specific, like.
no. He's
Like a stone by any chance?
What?
Yeah.
Like a stone by any chance?
Stone? No, he has no idea.
Just
Meanwhile,
I'll just
you see scrolls
grab.
in the back here on the table. They like float up in the air like someone. I'm like browsing through them, but to you, other, it just like look like they float and move on their own.
If you've cast Mace Hand, you're no longer invisible.
Are you not?
It drops when you cast a spell.
I am.
Oh,
It's
okay.
only greater invisibility that.
Only greater is.
I'm gonna take a small break, by the way, bathroom break. If we
Okay.
can continue in a sec. Yes.
Sean has questions.